gabi mga kalaro. Andito na naman ang inyong mga hashtag Sportito para na naman sa isang gabi ng kalokohan at kwentuhan tungkol sa sports. Dito lang sa Laro-Laro lang. Kasama na naman natin tonight all the way from Canada, Mr. Excited Gary Villanueva.
Hello everyone and good evening, good morning, eh?
Yun. Andito na of course si Coach Miron, Noy Africa.
I have nothing smart to say right now, so magandang gabi na lang. Huwag masyadong seryosohin. Laro-laro lang.
And of course, hindi magpapahuli ang master ng pasabog, Mr. Pasabog, Farley Aguila.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Dito naman kami sa bagong bisyo ng bayan. Laro-laro lang.
Ako naman si Bisdak, Joel Parcon. Maayong gabi sa dana nato mga kaigsuunan diha sa Cebu, kung saan ako nanggaling. Bago yun, ano? Tonight, we take a look at sports from the point of view of the student athlete. And not just any student athlete at that. We have with us the former center of the San Beda Red Lions. At dahil magkaibigan sila ni Coach Miron, we were fortunate enough to invite him to be our guest tonight. Sino ba itong guest natin, Coach Miron?
Hindi nyo kilala tong guest natin. Ano lang naman yan? Dating 3-time NCAA champion. At 2-time NCAA Defensive Player of the Year. PCCL MVP.
Wow!
At nagngangalan siyang Olaide. Ola na lang, Ola.
Yun!
Mr. Ola Adeogun.
Ola Adeogun.
Yun!
Welcome to our show.
Welcome to the show.
Hindi si Kuya Noy, hindi ko kaibigan yan eh. Kuya ko talaga yan.
Kuya, yun.
Kuya.
Yun, kuya pala yun.
Hindi kaibigan, parang family kami eh. Africa eh.
Actually, makakasabay sa tito jokes natin si Ola.
Parang may nag-o-audition ah.
Yan ang ano ko, yan ang big little brother.
Wow. Parang ano, the blind side ah. Parang ano.
Kulay pa lang, oo.
Pero buti lang yung ano, no?
Napahalala ako lumaki.
Talaga?
Spanish.
Kaya ako lumaki. Kasi since dumating ako dito sa Pilipinas, sila yung nakilala ko family na una-una na asikaso sa akin, si Ate Mitch, na alagaan ako. So, sobrang close sa family ni Kuya. Kaya nga, yung ina-invite niya ako, hindi ko pwede, sabi ko hindi.
Alam ko.
Wow.
Wow.
Alam ko.
Welcome to the African family.
Mahirap
Ate
tumanggi
Michelle.
dito. Mahirap tumanggi dito sa show namin. Laki ng budget eh.
Oo.
Madami ko uutan dyan.
Sagutin ni Noy yung
So,
budget
and
namin.
yung isa dyan, si Kuya Noy naging one of my inspiration na to take up masteral, to take up my MD.
Wow.
Kasi nakikita ko yung nag-aaral siya eh. And then nag-graduate siya, naging motivation sa akin. So na yun, malapit rin ako magtapos. Last semester ako na yun.
Babasa pa yun.
Nice.
Notebook lang yan, notebook.
Role model na si Coach Noy.
Oh, role model yan talaga si
Nag-attend pa yan si Ola ng graduation ko.
Wow.
Aba.
Wow.
Aba.
That's my boy.
Aba. Wala, I have one question muna for you para bago mag-start ang lahat ng to. I'm sure nagulat lahat ng mga nanonood at nakikinig. Aba, marunong ka mag-Tagalog. I mean, paano ka natuto? I mean, I know when you go to a foreign country, medyo kailangan mong matutunan. Pero ikaw talagang parang ang seamless nung pagka-learn mo ng Tagalog. How did you learn how to speak Tagalog and from whom?
So okay, it's like different stages eh. So yeah, my first week pa lang, dumating ako dito. Dumating ako dito mga Undoy on the same day of the Undoy. And then Duran started on a Friday. And then I was in the school. That night was Letran San Sebastian was playing, I think finals. So dumating ako dito sa Pilipinas. And then may ulan Friday night. Then biglang naging typhoon, di ba? So after yung typhoon, yung practice namin, sila Boji, kumakain sila sa canteen. So, kumakain sila sa Fior. May isang place sa Beda na malapit sa gym, restaurant lang. Fior Gelato tawag namin dyan. So, dyan kami kumakain. So, one time, nag-inom sila ng, sabi nila sa akin, yung na-order nila shake. So, sabi ko kay ate. So, ako, sinabi ko kay Ate Vicky yung tawag na Ate Vic. So, sabi ko, Ate Vic, please, can I have shake? And then si ate, sumigaw siya sa akin, Ola, pat. And then, buti naman, nandyan sila sa likod, tumatawa sila. So, alam ni Ate Vic, so, and then, pag may nagsabi sa akin ng Tagalog. So if someone told me I should just say something in Tagalog to someone, I have people that I trust on the team. Si Rome,
Rosa.
Rome, Koga, and then Kyle. Sometimes Anjo.
Kyle Pascual.
Sometimes Anjo, pero 50-50 siya minsan.
Anjo Karam.
So yeah, so pero si Rome, sasabi sa akin, yun yung totoo. So sila yung trust ko. So if someone tell me to say something to someone, I will ask them, ano bi sabihin yan? So I think that's why I started picking up. And then so there was a time now I was saying I really wanted to learn the Tagalog. So si EJ Gamboa, she was our reporter. So she gave me a Tagalog English dictionary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started using it. And I think with that, I was able to learn faster. Within 2 years, I could understand now. And then speak it fluently. And then, yeah.
Galing.
During mga 3 years, I can understand and speak.
Galing. Aside from Filipino, any other languages you speak, I guess? Marami pa iba.
Yeah. Like yung language namin, yeah. And then Yoruba, and then English, and then a little bit of French, and then one. Pero because I started from like a French-speaking country when I was growing up. I grew up with my grandmother, and then she was in the Benin Republic. They speak French, so I know a lot of like French words and.
Nice. Okay.
What's the French word for soup?
No, I don't know that.
You don't know? I'll teach you.
What's that?
Ano, Farley?
Miswa.
Wow.
Wrap up.
Uwi. Farley, gusto natin mag-stay guest natin na huwag natin palisin.
Seriously, I'm amazed because I salute you because there are a lot of Phil-Ams playing in the PBA right now who has learned the language.
Yes.
As you say, and I salute you really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was easier because I was staying with my teammates in school and I have to speak with people in the school. So most of the film, when they come here, they never really, they're just on their own and the team they play for.
Yeah, I agree.
Really hard to learn.
But I think it's still a personal choice if you really want to learn the language, especially if you're claiming you're Filipino,
No, I think one of the things that motivates me as well is like, it's a joy to be able to like adapt to like a specific culture and to be able to blend into it and able to absorb their knowledge because you're gonna learn a lot of things when you really absorb the culture and that's what I really appreciate. So no matter where I am, I go to, if I'm gonna like spend like 6 months in a place, my priority is to try to learn some of the culture, and the main part of the culture is the language. So that's the main thing. If you're able to capture the language, you're able to like get to know the culture better.
Right. Well said.
Very well said.
Well said. What did you say?
Repeat from the top.
All right. Okay, mga kalaro, that's just a very small part of a lot more things that we're going to ask Ola all throughout tonight, no? At tulad nga ng previous episodes namin, this is not going to be your typical sports interview show kasi hindi lang namin siya i-interviewin. Sasali siya sa usapan namin, sasali siya sa kalokohan namin, sasali siya sa kwentuhan namin. Okay? And when we start with a segment that we would like to call Karambola, kung saan dito sa segment na to magbibigay kami ng mga opinions namin, mga wild predictions namin about the topic that I'm going to give. And because nga karambola siya, these predictions should be out of the box. These opinions should be out of the box. Tulad lang ng kasi nga parating sinasabi ni Mr. Excited.
Kaya nga wild eh.
Yon. So this week, we're going to take advantage of having one of the most dominant players to have ever played in college basketball dito sa Pilipinas. We will get his opinion regarding our karambola topic for the day. And here's the topic. What is the future of Philippine college basketball? So guys, what are your wild predictions or opinions about the future of Philippine collegiate basketball?
Sige, ako na lang muna.
Si Coach Piran muna.
Wild prediction, I think we're gonna have to skip the seasons for both the UAAP and the NCAA for this year. I mean, you can't start the season while you're doing just online classes. I don't see face-to-face classes happening anytime soon. But if ever it does push through, I think Ateneo will definitely repeat. In the NCAA, it's gonna be a toss-up still between San Beda and Letran. I mean, despite Letran having their main players graduating, I think they still have enough players there. I mean, this year it's gonna be, if it pushes through, it's gonna be pretty competitive. But after that, the following season, Letran will become a powerhouse with all the recruits they've gotten, especially those from UST. So, yun. For now, that's all I can think of. Oh wait, can I add something?
Sure.
Yeah, of course, with the NCAA, it's gonna be the first season without the foreign student athletes.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is just my personal opinion at laro-laro lang naman. The way I see it, the level of competition in the NCAA is relatively, I mean, between the teams, it's gonna be more competitive. Like, it's gonna level the playing field. But afterwards, like if you're looking to the future of the products from the NCAA, I think it's gonna be a little, the NCAA will be producing less players who will be capable to contribute in the PBA. For sure, it's gonna go back to a time where centers are just gonna be like 6'3", 6'4". You're 6'3", 6'4", maybe you'll be able to play center already in the NCAA, as opposed to before, like when Ola was there. Even the locals, they had the bigger the teams had to use, even if it's a Filipino players, they had to have taller players, like 6'5", 6'6" minimum. If you use like 6'3" centers against guys like that guy, good luck to you. But yeah, I think although the competition level will be better within the NCAA, but afterwards, I think it's the quality of players coming up from the NCAA to the pros will be a little less than, like the past few years. You have CJ Perez, you have Robert Bolick, you have Calvin Abueva, you had Ian Sanggalang, you had kasi puro San Beda yung alam ko eh. So, let's just stop there.
Ba't kaya? Ba't kaya?
Hindi ka naman bias.
Okay.
Alam mo kung bias? Hindi ako marunong nun. Favorite ko lang si Ola.
Salamat.
Pero Noy,
Tama.
a point lang, okay, I get ko yung point mo. Pero right now, with the way the game is being played, lalo na sa pro, sa NBA, napapanood mo, not for anything, big men are traditionally, wala na traditional big
The
man talaga
traditional
eh.
big man.
So, the product might be a little more exciting in that sense, no? Pero I agree, balik tayo sa mga 6'2", 6'3 centers na maglalaro siguro, or baka more on positionless basketball na ang ipipitch kayo sa NCAA. Which might not be a bad thing. Might not be, di ba?
But
Yeah.
if you're gonna be seeing like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3 players posting up,
patay, di ba?
like what are you gonna do in the pros?
I know.
Exactly.
Tsaka sa international
International
scene, man.
basketball.
International
Yeah.
basketball. More
That
on
too.
that.
Like if
Yun
you're
na.
6'6", 6'7", you're gonna be forced to play inside again. Like with
Yeah.
our the teams we had, Kmar Carino, he's like 6'6", 6'7", but he plays outside. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
luxury he has because he's playing with taller players. So the opportunities, baka medyo, I mean, you can play positionless basketball, but if you can get points easier, closer to the paint, why
Why
wouldn't you?
not?
Yeah.
Of course. Di ba?
So it's gonna be a paradigm shift in the way teams play.
Magkakaroon talaga ng paradigm shift ulit. Babalik sa dati.
Mm.
Oh.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like they can showcase their talents, but yun nga, how do you transition that into the pro level or international competition?
Yeah, true.
Okay. Who's next?
Anyone want to follow that up?
Sorry, yung line na inabot ko.
Okay lang.
Inintay ka na sa pupunta ka, joke.
Hindi ko rin, ako rin kasi hindi ko alam eh.
Sige. Farley, ikaw? Ikaw?
Okay, okay lang.
Sige, go.
I agree with Coach Noy regarding the possibility of not having a UAAP or NCAA season. Kasi there's no, for me, no, there's no logic that you don't, you have online classes, but you're gonna play sports, no? It's too risky for the students, the student athletes. Kaso, for me personally, nakakapanghinayang, hindi porket lamado yung Ateneo ulit to win. Sayang yung ang ganda ng recruitments ng mga schools. UP,
UP.
Except for what happened with UST, no? Na hindi naman natin inaasahan. Sa akin, yung level of competition, sayang eh. Mamimiss out ng mga tao. And sa akin din, ang concern ko is yung effect dun sa eligibility or yung career path ng mga players. Like, makakapag-PBA na ba sila? Mapadraft na ba sila? O hilaw pa sila? Kulang ng mga tournaments, mga ganon. So, sayang eh. Ang gaganda ng mga recruitments. Marami nga coming from abroad pa, international, di ba? So, sayang eh. Yung possibility of missing out playing the season. Yun ang sa akin ang pinaka-nakakapanghinayang. Tapos may epekto na rin yun for Philippine basketball, not only for collegiate. Kasi ito yung inaasahan natin na may makakuha kang ibang young players going in the future. So, sa akin yun ang pinaka-nakakapanghinayang. But, syempre, we can take the risk. Better to be safe than sorry.
True.
Wow, lalim.
Anulit yun.
It's better to be,
No, actually, I didn't know Ola can understand Tagalog because I prepared, for about 3 hours. So, now I have to readjust my thoughts, So,
Reset?
okay. It's your turn.
Kainis.
Okay.
Let's go with Ola.
Sorry, before Ola starts. Noy, ang question, sa NCAA, any foreign or Phil-Am pwede pa rin maglaro in NCAA?
Or
What do you mean?
Kasi
Filipino
baka
blood.
Full-blooded Filipino.
foreign athletes were banned, pero Phil-Ams pwede pa rin.
Yes.
Of course. Basta
Okay.
Filipino.
Foreign
Okay.
meaning walang dugong.
Pinoy. Okay. Just to be clear, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wala.
Your turn, Ola.
For me, I think, the basketball in the Philippines on the collegiate level will be affected for some time, for a while. Even the professional, the bubbles, we don't even know the outcome yet because they haven't started. And most of the schools, there's no, like with college basketball, I think the fans, they're the one who make college basketball what college basketball is. And the fight, the competition, like better, best. So I don't think it's gonna be that fun, even if they decided that they wanna push for the season. No. So I know player will be affected, but a lot of people will be affected too with COVID if they push through. So it
Correct.
doesn't make any sense that they should have a league where classes are just online.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then for the players that got affected, I think if you're a player, if you keep practicing, the confidence will still be there. Because this season, a lot of players will be like malungkot, especially the ones that they're like waiting to be like play their final year just to have a blast before they go pro.
Yeah.
I think people that were lucky, it's people who went for draft this period, like Clint and these other guys. They were lucky to get drafted and to be able to be playing now. There's no college. So a lot of players will be affected, but at the same time, just keep working on your game. Even if you don't stop, what you're doing, it's gonna transform into to you having confidence whenever the games do come back. Or if you want to go to the next level.
Okay, thanks,
If you
Ola.
think about it, swerte ng mga nag-transfer. Dahil yung residency year nila, no one's gonna play anyway.
No, exactly.
Right?
Pantay-pantay. Oo nga, no?
True. Yeah.
Swerte naman nun.
Actually, di ba, parang may nabasa ako with Chabio of UST. Well, sabi niya, loyal siya sa UST, pero sabi naman ng iba, kasi no choice. Hindi siya pwedeng pumuntang NC with UAP. He cannot afford to sit out a year of residency. Kasi 24 na siya. Unless i-relax ka ng UAP board yung eligibility.
Game ako.
Go.
Wild prediction. Ako, wild naman di ba?
Wild, yeah.
Ito na naman na tayo. I actually think matutuloy ang season, either NC or UAAP. I actually think matutuloy siya. But what they will do is get parang PBA bubble. They will get one school, like maybe with a gym, like maybe UP, may gym siya. And then may mga may mga boarding school na tawag. Dorm.
Boarding school.
Boarding school.
Panahon mo yun.
So maybe they get a dormitory or which have hotels nearby or whatever, and probably hold maybe a 1-month tournament.
Wow.
Ano
1
lang?
month?
Maybe games every MWF or something like that, or maybe I don't know. In the UEP there are only 7 teams, Friday. 7.
14
teams, diba?
regular season games.
So that's just 14 games. I can't speak for the NCAA, which is what? Ang dami, no? 10 kayo? 10.
18.
So that's
18 sila.
8, that's how many games, diba? 20 games probably a month. So my wild prediction is patutuloy, but somehow, and these kids are already dormed to begin. Some of them are already dormers to begin with, dormitories. So it's not as if they'll miss going back home to their families and stuff like that. So feeling ko lang matutuloy yan, but people there will be a little more disciplined because syempre mga coaches magbabantay, di ba? Tsaka pwede naman lang palabasin ako rin, nagpa-farming lang sila. Kaya
o hindi pwedeng UP kasi
nagpa-farming daw sila eh.
Yeah.
So pwede na lang palabasin ng lahat ng school nagpa-farming. Kaya joke lang. I don't know.
Farming na yung far out.
Wag kaming seryosohin na.
Joke lang. Ako marami nagagalit sa akin. No, pero yun, my wild predictions matutuloy siya, but they will come up with their own version of the collegiate bubble.
Question.
Yes.
Question, Gar, no? Actually kanina
pinag-isipan ko to eh.
Yeah. Gusto kong banggitin kanina yun yung bubble, no? And binanggit mo na, ikaw, yung anak mo, student athlete before sa Ateneo, correct?
Yeah.
World of fencing, di ba?
Fencer. Yeah, fencer.
Kunwari, meron kang anak na student athlete, will you allow to go to the bubble and play the sport and and there's no physical classes, just online? Coming from a parent, kasi ako, parang hati nga ako eh. Kunwari, anak ko, player.
No, for one thing, that's the good thing about being it online classes. If you're in the bubble and you have days that are off, you can actually sit down one day and then get all your classes pa rin. And then play.
What I'm saying is,
will I allow them or what?
Yeah. Kasi parang yung
Parang
logic na
prioritized.
there's risk about physical classes and now basketball, sports.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Well, this is my well, depends again on the philosophy. Para probably baka sa magulang na rin yun, di ba?
Yes.
Ako personally, ang tatanungin ko is kung gusto niya. And then if he says yes, then I will talk to the school and look at all their protocols, all the whatever, see if they is really safe. At the end of the day, it's the safety of my son or of the athlete I'm looking at. Kung feeling ko naman na pinag-isipan ng maigi and everything like that, then I might say yes to it. Diba?
Okay.
Lalo na kung senior year niya, syempre he wants to enjoy his last year playing with his teammates. I probably would allow him to play.
Yeah, but we're just talking about basketball sa UAAP and NCAA. What about the other sports? Won't they feel bad that, they parang yung board will not think of some bubble for their sport to be played also? I don't know.
Actually, hindi ko pinag-isipan yun, pare.
Kaya nga, di ba? Parang,
yung topic natin,
collegiate
collegiate basketball na.
which is talagang, yun naman talaga yung main attraction eh.
Oh, yun yung main attraction. So, of course, I'm sure lahat ngayon naman nagtatampo na yung ibang sports eh. Alam ko sa Beda, Beda is power house in swimming and football, di ba, Noy? Pero yung mga ibang sports, aminado naman, hindi naman
kasi may ibang sport na madaling ibabol.
Tulad ng?
Chess. Di ba, chess?
Chess, nga pala si Mr.
Ang
Chess.
daling ibabol nun, Diyos ko.
Sino ang bubble? Bubble.
Pero ano, di ba? Social distancing, layo nun.
Oo.
Kaya,
Yung 9 point, di ba? Dapat malayo.
chess pwede rin online pala, no?
Oo.
Oh.
Actually, ang alam ko, medyo nag-ano na. Tumitingin actually ngayon ng, I think, si PCCL ba yun? Yung nag-start na ng esports. Na baka doon papunta muna. Yun naman.
You know what? Finally, naisip ko lang, if it's going to be like that na yung other sports, it can be as simple as parang ka nag-Olympics. Meron kang festival ng sports, lahat ng sports ng major nandun na. Meron ka football, may basketball, may chess, may swimming. Isang venue, and then everyone goes there, and then parang ka nag-festival maybe. But again, mas
pero wala
malaking,
tayong kompletong ganun eh.
alam ko, mas malaking logistics. Pero it can be, kung gusto lang matuloy talaga, they really pick 3 or 4 sports that are easily to control, basketball being one of them. And then doon nila i-hold lahat, UAAP festival. Sino yung champion ng, parang Olympics pa, pinakamaraming gold medal after that panalo.
But that's how it goes naman talaga.
Ang difference lang is it's spread across over 2 SEMs and different venues. Well, ganun naman sa Olympics, diba? Pero ito, isa lang talaga.
This one, Ola, I'd like to ask you this question. If this pandemic happened during your playing time, during the time that you were still playing for San Beda, would you have pushed for? Would you have been okay with having a bubble for the NCAA, say, for example?
Like I said earlier, I'm gonna weigh the consequences of the pros and cons of doing it. Like if doing it is gonna affect more people negatively, then we shouldn't do it. But if if not doing it is affecting less people, which is good. So I'm always going to be more practical about making my decision. But as of now, if I was like maybe my second year or third year, I will just focus on my school, try to finish my studies and hope for the best, because it's not okay to risk people's lives. And when you think about college basketball, it's not college basketball without the fans.
That's true.
There's because in the PBA it's easy for them because it's commercial teams. They just want to play, entertain, put their product on TV. So, but with the schools, there's nothing like them trying to make money out of it. So how are they going to be pumping money into it? The school is still going to be there. They already have the students already enrolled. And it's the reason why we're doing this is for the rivalry and for people to come together and enjoy as a community. So if the community is not going to be there, it doesn't make any sense in playing.
I could feel you're quite hesitant in if ever there will be a bubble during your playing years. Correct?
Yeah, because I don't think that will make any sense, you know.
Yeah.
Like and then the resources that we have and these schools that will accommodate them, how ready are they? And like for NCAA now, what school can accommodate or what venue can accommodate the whole athletes and maintaining a social distancing, and you know,
Right.
even the INARES sport whatever cannot accommodate them.
Yes.
So yeah, so there's nothing anyone could do right now. That's just hoping for the best that this COVID goes down, things can go to normal.
Right.
Nice.
Ola, right now na walang, I mean, wala namang NCAA leagues right now, walang PBA leagues. So how do you keep yourself in shape now? Is there a gym nearby there or something? How do you stay in shape
Yeah,
right now?
most especially like with me, I'm good with working out with my body, like just doing body exercises. I can work out in my room, and then when I need endurance or to like open up my lungs, I just run. I do the stairs, like doing the stairs from my condo. So doing all this pretty stuff. So it's like it's not gonna be like you playing on the basketball court, but the adjustment that will happen when you go back to the court is just gonna be little compared to you just starting from scratch. So when I do endurance, I can sprint outside, like sprint a lot of times because I know basketball games is more on the sprinting aspect of things. And then because if I jogging won't help me. So what I do is I do minimal jogging and then I sprint a lot. So I have the endurance of playing, but not playing basketball competitively on the court. But I can still play, hold my ground if I do come back to the court because my lungs has been used to me sprinting. So because the only thing that make basketball different from every other sport is you have to be fast every second and you need that endurance, your lungs to be open when you do go back. So you don't struggle for that much. So that's what I've been doing, working out myself and doing some spinning at home, doing a lot of push-ups. I have some weight here that I used to work out. So yeah, I just keep myself in shape, and it has to be disciplined also with the food we eat because we don't get to work, we don't get to play that much, and yeah, taking care of my diet and try to be in shape.
We have very similar philosophies. I do minimal jogging and I sprint to the ref or the comfort room.
and we watch what we eat while eating a lot
Yeah,
of
we watch it. We watch it.
Watch it.
More ketchup, more mayonnaise.
I have seafood diet. I'm on a seafood diet. When I see food, I eat it. And I do fasting.
Ano fasting?
You eat
Fast
fast?
eating. Fast eating. So Gary, si Ola lang tatanungin mo how to keep shape? Kami hindi na?
Wag na,
Alam
wag
ko
na.
ako may shape ako bilog.
Lahat naman may shape.
May shape ako bilog. Si Ola, di ko na tatanungin.
Si Ola, six-pack tayo, barrel.
So we're talking about food. Ola, sorry, I'm sure natanong ka na naman taga-marami to. Anong favorite Pinoy food mo or something?
Lahat.
Lahat?
Mahirap yun.
No.
Sobrang hirap.
Do you cook
Sobrang-
yourself?
Pero-
Marunong ka?
Pero yeah, like one of my go-to food that I like to cook is peanut bread. Without
Yeah.
Yeah. So because of the
Vegetables.
ampalaya, it's one of
Yeah.
my
Wow.
Ano pa?
favorite.
Pinakbet ang
Filipino.
palaya. Isn't it? Ang palaya.
Yeah, it's very
Akala ko go-to food mo, go to my house.
good.
Nako.
Go to Noy's house.
You know, like
Guys, ang
if
sarap ng
you-
pagkain dyan kila Noy. Grabe.
Yeah, so wala akong like special Filipino food or favorite. I eat a lot of Filipino food that I love. Cadereta, pinagbet, all these stuff.
Mhm.
So even adobo, chicken adobo. Pero na yun, hindi na ako kumakain ng pork. Mostly seafood and veggies.
Seafood.
So,
Pareho kayo, Farley. Seafood diet.
Seafood yan. Seafood yan.
seafood. So,
Actually, the
yeah.
last time I saw Ola, he looks more fit now than when he was playing in college.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
changed his diet entirely.
Super.
Okay.
Malaki
I'm sure
tulong.
you've tried. I'm sure you've tried balot.
Balot, of course. Pero my favorite is Penoy.
Isaw.
Wow.
Isaw, no.
Not yet?
Penoy o Pinay?
Alam mo, kanina tatanungin ko
all of-
sana baka kaya ayaw niya magbabol. May
All of
maiiwan.
them.
May maiiwan na special someone kaya ayaw niya magbabol.
Ay.
Oo.
Mhm.
Wala yun.
Pinapalusot pa yung mga COVID.
Grabe.
Penoy ha.
Penoy.
Hindi penay. Kutsnoy
All of
talaga
the
oh.
above.
Mhm.
Yung mga,
Both.
yung mga,
Grabe, magaling mag-irit si Kutnoy.
Ay, magaling yan.
Magaling yan.
Oo.
Pero madami irit pala. Mga side irit.
Oo. Siya lang ang kayang humirit namin sa'yo eh. Kami hindi kami hihirit sa'yo.
Oo. Siya lang hihirit tayo ng
Takot
ganyan.
kami.
Wala naman.
Hindi kasi nagkakalayo yung katawan namin yan eh.
Oo.
Wow.
Oo.
Okay, sige.
Kami rin eh.
Ang
Kami rin,
galing.
di nagkakala yung katawan namin eh. Si Joey lang nasa gitna namin eh.
Ay, galing.
Okay. Well, actually ako, hindi ko pa nabibigay ano. Yung sa inyo.
Ay, kasali ka nga pala.
Kasali ako. Kasali ako dito. Hindi lang ako nagbibigay ng topic. Okay.
Chief, pwede ka magsalita, Chief ha?
Sorry. Yeah, magsasalita
Okay.
na ako ngayon. Sorry. Medyo shy kasi ako. Yung ano ko, karambola prediction ko, more of karambola opinion siya, no? Kasi nga tulad ng sabi ko kanina at the top of our show, I am from Cebu. And then nanghihinayang lang ako na yung mga liga natin outside of Metro Manila, medyo hindi siya nabibigyan ng opportunity to be shown, no? I mean, kasi dito sa Pilipinas when you think of collegiate basketball, ang top of mind ng mga tao is always NCAA or UAAP. Yung ano ko lang, yung karambola, yung gusto ko lang, wild prediction ko or wild opinion ko is sana mabigyan ng opportunities yung ibang leagues. Kasi, I mean, if you look at it, you don't have to look that far. You have the 5-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo, who spent his entire collegiate career with the UC Webmasters. Tapos even si Greg Slaughter sa UV din nagsimula yan bago lumipat.
Safi, no?
Yeah, they played in Safi, which is the Cebu tournament for colleges, no? Na I think yun yung magandang start ni PCCL. Na parang ang ginawa niya, 'di ba? Yun yan in all of the different colleges and universities in all around the Philippines, pinagsama-sama niya in one tournament para makita talaga which is the best collegiate program. Yun na yung pinaka-close natin to yung sa US NCAA tournament eh. 'Di ba? Na may isang buwan, pagsasama-sama mo lahat ng mga teams, single
March
elimination
Madness.
para malaman March Madness, 'di ba? Yun eh. Yun yung magandang ginawa ni PCCL. Pero the thing is, outside of PCCL, hindi mo pa rin alam kung sino yung ibang teams na galing sa Cebu. Meron ding liga din meron ding tournament sa Baguio, may tournament sa Iloilo. Siguro yun na yung parang medyo okay, maganda na yung the way that the UAAP and the NCAA are being run is okay, it's good. Maganda siguro of mag-branch out na. I-feature na rin yung mga ibang liga outside. Kasi for example, I actually just saw a show of his. I know him, sportscaster din siya from Cebu, si Sir Rico Navarro. No, he was my coach once, and he's a known and respected sportscaster in Cebu. But the thing is, yung mga palabas niya na shows sa Cebu lang nakikita. Hindi siya umabot sa national stage. I think it's high time na magkaroon na ng mabigyan na ng spotlight na yung mga liga outside of Metro Manila. Yun yung maganda.
Nabanggit mo yung PCCL, doon yung mga magagaling na eskwela, di ba, yung mga champions. Kaya doon din nilagay yung mga magagaling na panels eh.
Oo, magagaling mga
Sino pa
commentator
yung mga
doon, di
naging
ba?
panel doon? Parang alam ko, merong
we would like to humbly say that we were fortunate to be part of the PCCL.
Thanks to Joey Guillermo.
Joey Guillermo.
Sir Joey,
So,
salamat.
Joey,
Yun.
thank you. And to
Maraming
Godfather
bucket
Farley.
list sa mga nakuha dun.
Godfather, thank you to Godfather Farley.
Godfather Farley. We were
Yeah.
fortunate enough to cover the PCCL. Thank you.
Yun,
And
last
I agree. Ako, if ever, with that in mind, Chief, maganda rin, dagdag siguro dun na aside from the Safi champions, yung may ibang champions sa ibang local leagues in Manila, like, ano yung kino-cover mo before? Na ASCO,
Asko, sa Manila.
sa Manila,
Ang
may
South,
mga ibang
sa NCAA South.
South.
mga ganun.
NCAA South. Parang ang ganda, all of these champions in one talagang gano'n na,
Yeah.
aside from just the UAAP and NCAA champions here, yung mga iba-ibang leagues talaga kung kaya. Well, for all I know, baka nangyayari na ngayon. Kasi napapanood na lang natin sa TV, are yung mga parang eliminations na lang na Manila eliminations, di ba? So hopefully, it will become a better...
Yeah.
Dati sinadjust ko na yan parang sana lahat ng collegiate leagues, tournaments, mag-usap-usap, halos pare-parehong calendar. Para pag nagkaroon sila ng champions lahat, yung PCCL can come in right away and gumawa na ng ganun. Kasi katulad dun sa PCCL before, para nagiging training na nung following team Minsan nga mga team B na yung pinalalaro, parang final tryouts.
Hindi yung champions team.
Hindi na yung champion. So parang yung right after the magsama-sama na sila, tournament na agad.
Parang gawin talaga para sa
I think that was how it started talaga di ba? Pero
diba?
eventually, nag-ano lang
Yes.
Well,
tumagal na tumagal ngayon.
Yeah. Kasi say for example, in the US.
Usually kasi in the case of the NCAA, by the time na mag-start yung PCCL, the stars na nag-graduate, nag-draft na.
Nag-draft na yung iba.
Late masyado.
Yung
scheduling
parang
talaga.
Mo, hindi na yun yung team na nag-earn ng slot for the Tournament of Champions.
For the tournament,
The school, yes, pero the team, no, tama.
Yeah. It's scheduling talaga. Kasi, I mean, pag men's tournaments usually, or at least mga tournaments, first semester nangyayari madalas, di ba?
Dapat mag-usap-usap na rin para kahit na yung school calendar, yung opening ng schools, di ba? Salo sabay-sabay na rin.
Yeah. I mean,
like in the US,
Yeah, in the US.
But the problem with the Philippines is all these leagues, they don't like each other. They just competing against each other like.
That is true.
So it came from you.
And then you only have two national TVs. TV5, let's just say TV5, kasama. So if UAP is ABS-CBN is covering UAP, then ABS-CBN is not covering the schools from the league in Cebu. Then UAP or NCAA we have more views, so they have more awareness, and this create like having fun and having this fan base. Create more exposure for these teams that have more experience. Because these players from Cebu, these players from the province, they're really good.
Yes.
The basketball IQ and like the Cebu people are actually super good. They play physically.
Super competitive.
Basketball, the pace at which they play is very fast. It's like books sarado talaga. Like.
Kaya mas madaling ma-pirate yung mga provincial players Kasi dito yung line.
Kasi they want to play, they want to play in the bigger TV and the
exposure.
So that's why most of this, it's easy for any UAP or NCAA teams to get these players from these provinces or from these like these Manila schools, like see Shabio. Shabio came from I don't know, I think Delima or somewhere before UAP was able to get him. But this
San Lorenzo.
Fabio, San Lorenzo. Fabio playing in a league that these players that are there, they're really good. There's some players in the PBA right now that came from that league that they're really good, Like this guy in this point guard in NLEX, Ayon,
yeah, it's very good.
He's really good. He's from one of those leagues that Xavier was playing in before.
Nasco.
Exactly. And then these guys, they don't have the limelight that someone like Kevin Alas has or someone like Basse has. and they're equally good. So there's a lot of politics that need to be settled before we think
I
of
agree.
teams coming together, like being one. Kahit sa school pa lang, if a student transfer from USC to San Beda, they don't credit the unit because all the schools are against each other. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they're supposed to accept these grades from other school, but ayaw nila, kasi gusto nila makita. Ang puro pera lang siya. Dito naman, pera lang naman. Kahit yung PBA, pera rin.
Bago na pong pangalan ng show namin, pera lang.
Pera lang. Galing.
So yeah.
Hey.
How many years have you been here in the Philippines, Ola? Ilang taon na?
Like, I think 11 years na. Like, since 2009.
Wow, ang tagal.
Mabilis lang.
Ang bilis lang. Wow, grabe. Ano. Anyway, Chief, ano na next?
So
wow,
yan,
galing.
yun yung ano, no? Yun, karambola. More than a karambola prediction, it's a karambola dream as a resident bisdak in this group, the Bisayang Dako. No, mabigyan ng exposure ang ating mga provincial na.
Here.
Grabe, mga Bisaya, they're really good. They're really good.
Yan, yung ibang mga Bisaya, yun, Ola, not me.
Nakaka-relate si Chief sa bugbog sarado.
Yes.
Kasi magaling sa depensa yan si Chief.
Ako minsan yung nagbibigay ng bugbog sarado.
Subukan mo kay Ola kung maramdaman niya.
Ako yata yung mabubugbog kahit na magano ako.
Hindi nga mararamdaman yan, okay lang yan.
Ako yung ano. Okay, yun. So yeah, so there you go, no? Kayo mga laro. Ano yung mga sa tingin niyo ang future ng Philippine collegiate basketball? Comment niyo lang diyan, tapos babasahin namin kung may mga nakikita na kaming gusto namin we'll mention it in the next episode, no? So yeah, that's the whole thing, no? Right now, it seems like collegiate basketball is in a bit of a limbo, especially with the pandemic. And then the league like NCAA, as Coach Noy mentioned, no, the level of competition will change. Magkakaroon talaga ng paradigm shift if and when it does come back, and putting up a bubble that might not be the best, which is also an opinion that we actually had way back when. Kung naalala nyo, when we were talking about putting up a bubble for the professional league, no, it might not be in the best interest. So yeah. So kung mangyayari man siya o hindi, we'll leave that up to those who make the decisions. But for now, we just enjoy what we have. The NBA is still going on. The PBA is almost happening. It's almost here. So we just enjoy there. And then as students, like sila Ola, they just focus on their studies para mas maging bright ang future natin. Yun.
Yan.
Yun.
Ilang episode to? Episode ano to?
We're on episode 10.
This is 10. This is
10.
special. It's your
special.
college number.
Yeah, that's what I
Collegiate yun. 10. Wala.
Sakto It's meant to be talaga.
Susunod naman dapat nag-guess si Michael Jordan. Kaya sabi ko, wait lang, kailangan
Wala pa sa 20
special. Kailangan special.
Ang episode 23.
Baka tumigil tayo sa 22
Okay. So
Next
mula
portion.
sa future, punta naman tayo sa past. Next. Back to the future tayo. Sa isang namang pagbabalik tanaw sa noong ako ay bata pa. Right? Last week, inalala namin mga sportito ninyo ang fond childhood sports experiences namin. And like we said, no, kulang yung isang episode to recount our fond childhood sports memories. No? So kaya ngayong gabi, we'll have part 2. The same topic, no? Part 2 tayo, mga kalaro. What are the fond childhood sports memories that you have? Okay? So baliktarin naman natin. Ako naman magsisimula ngayon. Alright? Para naman hindi makalimutan na part pala ako nito. Okay? Noong ako ay bata kasi, last week ito na-mention ni Farley na yung mom niya tuwing nagfa-farmers yung mom niya, nagfa-farmers market yung mom niya, tumatawid siya, pupunta siyang Araneta para manood ng NBA tuloy, PBA games, no? Ako naman, actually, the first time I ever saw a live PBA game was in 1997. No? Yeah. Ed tour namin yun ng school namin. Kasi actually, hindi tayo nagkakalayo, Farley, Gary. Kasi I actually went to school in Cebu, Sacred Heart School for Boys, which is actually now known as Ateneo de Cebu. So Jesuit din ako. May Jesuit,
okay.
may halong Jesuit din ako. Yun.
Okay.
At may connect din ako kay Coach Noy at saka kay Ola. Kasi yung elementary ko naman, St. Benedict's naman ako nag-elementary. So may halo ako. Ako yung may connection
Hybrid.
ako sa inyo. So Beda at saka Jesuit. Meron ako mga connect. Yun. So anyway, 1997, nagkaroon kami ng educational tour. Pumunta kami dito sa Manila. Tapos one of the activities that we had was we went to watch a PBA game kasi all boys school kami. So lahat kami mahilig sa PBA. Nood kami at naging extra special sa akin yun kasi it was a game of featuring San Miguel. Nakalimutan ko na kung sinong kalaban nila. Pero nung game na yun, lineup nila si Paul Alvarez, si Nelson Aceitono. That was the year before Danny I came in. So yun. And then yun yung game na sobrang ganda ng nilaro ni Paul Alvarez. Siya yung nag-best player nun. Tapos from where we were, itong mga Bisaya na first time na makapanood ng live na PBA game, doon, sigawan kami. Woo! Bong Alvarez! Idol! Tapos medyo malayo kami from the court. I think we were in the upper box. Sa Araneta din to eh. Upper box kami. Tapos yun, in-interview kasi si Bong afterwards kasi siya yung player of the game. Tapos ang ginawa ni Bong, tumingin talaga siya sa amin, tapos gumanon siya, tapos wild kami, lalo karamihan sa amin, mga San Miguel fans din. So yun yung isang childhood memory. Pero actually, childhood memory ko. Pero another fond sports memory I had when I was younger actually was, I was in Cebu. Iba talaga ang maging fan ng isang team na nire-represent ang bayan mo. Your province. I watched a live NBA game. No, it was Cebu Gems versus the Negros Slashers. The most heated rivalry in the South. Diba? Yun eh. So Cebu, that was Don Ontiveros.
Don Ontiveros.
Yun. Rob Wainwright. I think si Rob
Wainwright.
Yun yung big three ng Cebu. Tapos sa Negros,
John
Ferriols, Maui Huelar. Yun. Ibang atmosphere kasi I mean, if you haven't been to Cebu Coliseum, ang Cebu Coliseum is siguro back then, it was a couple of decades behind Araneta in terms of the look and the feel. Ano pa siya, wooden yung mga upuan, walang aircon, as in ganun yung feel. Pero at mainit talaga kasi punong-puno yun because that was something na sobrang nakita ko na different kasi you were all cheering for Cebu. You're all cheering for your hometown. So iba ang atmosphere na naramdaman ko noon. I think that's something na nare-replicate sa PBA during games of Ginebra. Kasi almost the entire arena is cheering for Ginebra. 'Di ba? Ganun yung For me, yun yung naging feeling noon. You were all cheering for Cebu. Although wala ako nung times na nagbatuhan sila na 5 piso. Yun, fortunately. Kasi nagkaroon ng mga ganong times eh na heated yung laban tapos yung crowd they started becoming rowdy. They started throwing coins onto the court. Yun. Kaya nga nagkaroon yun ng time na parang they had to play NBA games behind closed doors. Pero iba ang frenzy ng local crowd, ng home court crowd. Yun. Lalo kung hindi ka komportable, hindi ka aircon, hindi komportable upuan, parang raring to go ka, makikipag-away ka. Yan, parang ganun. Iba rin. Those were two different experiences of watching live basketball games. So yun yung kapag babalik tanaw ko na naalala ko siya actually after Farley said na yun yung kwento niya about going to Araneta. Yun. So,
Did you get to play in Cebu nung college?
Yeah, I played. We played first time I played there was when Coach Frankie brought us there for like this invitational competition, like I think summer. Yeah, That was the first time. But the second time was PCCL when PCCL was going out of town.
Oh.
Cebu. Yeah, I played it
okay.
twice.
Bugbog sarado
Then,
ka.
Bugbog sa.
and then yeah, I've played there twice.
In Cebu
Mga
Coliseum
like,
also, do you remember?
yeah,
Wala pa rin,
yeah, it's
wala pa rin
inside.
aircon.
Inside.
I don't
Oh, may aircon
May
yung
aircon
time
na.
na.
Meron.
nag-upgrade na.
May aircon.
Nag-upgrade na.
Pero yung Coliseum, sobrang lapit yung mga fans sa
Yes.
court.
Ah.
So it's like super intense talaga. So ako kasi, mas gusto ko yun kasi malapit yung fan. Kasi ako gusto ko kausap ko yung mga fan dyan.
Nice.
So yeah, it's one of my favorite place to play. Like, because sobrang lapit yung crowd to play.
Did they still have the railing ba?
Yeah, they have the railing. They
the railing,
painted
diba, all
by
around the court?
yellow railing.
Yeah,
They
the
have
yellow
it.
railing.
They have it there.
Did you get to learn how to speak Bisaya?
I
Uh-oh.
pick some words.
Oo, and as usual.
Okay, never mind.
Never mind.
Ambot sa imo dong.
But I know some words like pass, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex sabihin nun, Chief.
Go faster.
Pas.
Sumbagong takaron, lamia, oy.
Sumbagon ta karon, susuntukin kita. Lamia, yun yung parating sinasabi ni Farley. Masarap.
Ako tinuro sa akin yung yung namumuot ako sa imo.
Huh?
Ano? Ano yung sabihin nun?
I love you daw.
Ako linoloko ka nun.
Niloko ka lang nun, Parls.
O ibang dialect, baka di Cebu.
Oh, baka iba.
Napaisip
Napaisip dito.
Wala, can you comment about the competitiveness of Cebuanos? Kasi alam naman natin, their style of play is very physical. Tapos, di ba, sobra silang competitive. Like, walang game yan na, petiks lang.
Yeah. Like,
Sige, go. Go, Ola.
ano tanong mo, kuya?
Comment about the competitiveness of Cebuanos,
the
like the physicality and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the physicality used to be how PBA B League used to be before, very physical and like compared to how it is now. So the Cebuanos, they really they never back down. They really never back down. Like kahit sino ka, they never back down.
Agree.
If you hit them, they're gonna stand up again. Very physical talaga. And I like how they really take the game very personal. Like they really respect the game and they're not gonna hurt you. No one is gonna try to hurt you. Like they want to give you cheap shot or something. That's what I like about them. But the physicality is there. So when we played against someone, I think UC sa Cebu mismo. The first time I played against there was this guy, this big man that made it to the PBA. He was playing for NLEX. I forgot his name. He's from Cebu. He's a tall, big man, like center from Cebu. He used to be in Cebu. That I forgot his name.
Si Kinyahan?
Huh?
JR
Kinyahan?
No, he played for UP before he went to the.
Soyud, no?
Yeah,
Soyud.
Yeah, so one of the big man that I played against Cebu, and his game was really impressive. Like, so I met him in Cebu. The first time I played against him was in Cebu. I was like, sobrang talino nito maglaro. Like me, kasi if I played against a player, I try to study the player first and to see how he plays. So me, it's like a cheat code. How you just study your opponent with hand. So if I don't know you before, my first quarter playing against you, I'm using it to study you. I'm gonna see your gala. You might make a couple of shots. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I want to know how he's moving. So it's easy for me to play someone I already know. So at una, hindi ko siya kilala. So like it was just making everything look so easy. So once I study his game and I I noticed that this is how he play, and then I get physical with him. So yeah, I
Nice.
really enjoyed it. And so Youth was one of the guys I respected from Cebu. And Batino, all these guys, they're really smart players that really understand how to play the game.
Mm.
Nice.
Wow.
Tsaka ang Cebu parang ano they know their basketball, tas very territorial. Like
They
sa
know
Mama's Love
talaga.
noon, di ba? Sa PBL. Na puno lagi yung Rizal Memorial. Akala mo yung naglalaro ka sa Cebu, but they're supporting Mama's Love na all Cebu na Lastimosa Brothers, yung mga gano'n.
Di pa inabutan ni Ola yan.
Ay, Lastimosa.
Hindi, kwento lang sa akin ng lolo ko yun. Hindi ko pa nababanggit yung lolo ko kay Ole.
Speaking of lolo, ikaw na Farley, memory mo. Lolo ka na, baka makalimutan mo.
No, actually, yung pareho lang. Hindi, kung papareho sa kwento ni Chief Joel, yung nanood ako dati ng NBA din, Pampanga, sa Pampanga, Pampangenya yung mom ko eh. So, yun, sarap din mag-cheer kasi nga,
Pampanga Dragons, no?
Oo. Kasi naglaro dun yung barkada ko before, si Udoy. Belmonte.
Belmonte, oh yeah.
Uncle of my son. Yun, so nanood kami doon. Masarap yung feeling. Yun, so nakwento nyo na yun. Siguro ako ikikwento ko yung kasi frustrated, di naman ako nag-umabot ng PBA, PBL, di ba? Yung yung nirepresent ko yung subdivision namin sa mga inter-subdivision.
Wow! Ano subdivision mo?
Don Antonio.
Wow!
Puntahan nyo na lang si Farley doon.
Don Antonio Spurs.
Firstly.
Firstly.
So, ang sa akin yung yung tapos yung pag-close game, yung feel mo na player ka, yung tinatakot ka, minumura ka, yung pag sinot mo yan, take ka, yung mga ganon. Talagang daming ganon. So, yun yung namimiss ko. Yun yung talagang feel ko. Tapos, yun, sarap. Kaso, yung arch rival namin nung bata ako, doon ako tumira nung nag-asawa naman ako. So, may tournament din sila. Alam mo, honestly, sorry kung may makakapanood dito na taga ron. Nung sinuot ko yung uniform, naglaro ako sa kanila. Yung dating kinakantsawan ka, minumura ka, gano'n. Kakampi mo ngayon, nag-cheer sa'yo. Parang honestly, ewan ko, hindi ko na-feel.
Na talaga?
No. So, I stopped playing after 3 games. Parang, kunwari, Toyota Crispa. Toyota ako. Tapos bigla-bigla naging Crispa. Parang iba yung katawan mo, nakasuot Crispa. Parang ganon. So, parang, ewan ko, siguro sa akin lang yun, psychological. Parang hindi ko lang feel na yung dating kakantsawan mo,
kakampi mo,
tapos cheer sa'yo, gano'n. Although may naramdaman din na kasi akong konting injury noon. Pero kasi, kung Don Antonio pa ako that time, I would have played. Pero, yun.
Saan ka lumipat? Ano pangalan tinalipatan mo? Saan subdivision?
BF.
BF.
BF Quezon City.
Wala ko may nickname BF.
Wala. Walang BF.
Parang
BF.
gusto mong puntahan ng mga si Farley ng mga kaaway niya.
Tinuturo nyo, parang ginalagyan nyo ko ng GPS Yun, so para maiba naman. Yun yung frustration ko. Pero sarap ng feeling talaga nun.
Hey, Ola, what's your experience naman with this? Yung mga kalaban mo ng collegiate, tapos pagdating mo ng sa D-League, kakampi mo sila. Or sa mga other leagues.
Yeah, so ako kasi, most of these guys I played against in college, and then you appreciate their talent. And when you become teammate, and a lot of people, they misjudge me a lot. They misjudge me from playing against me in bed. Even some coaches, they'll be like, Ola, sorry, hindi ko alam ganito ka if naging teammate na kami. So most of them, they end up apologizing to me like, sorry, I thought ganito ka pa. Akala ko ganito ni ugali mo. Akala ko mayabang ka. Akala ko. Kasi,
Talaga?
Yeah, kasi they see different me when they became my teammate than when they were my opponent. So when I know this, every time I have like an ex-opponent that become my teammate, I try to see how they perceive me as an individual and how they perceive me before I was playing against them. So hindi naman lahat sila yung gusto ko kakaibigan. Pero yung may mga tao dyan na mabayad sila kalaro ka-opponent. Like we respect each other and they're very good and I respect them for their games. So pagdating sa labas, tropa pa rin kami. Walang kahit si Abueva, pag tapos na ang laro sa Mendiola dyan magkukwek-kwek. Minsan kausap namin. So in a way that people think we're like super enemy, pero sa labas, tropa naman kami. So when we become teammates, parang friend lang parang walang sa dilig naman o sa isa ibang commercial, you're there for the pera naman. So in a way that you just enjoy the game instead of having that mentality of kalaban ko to before. Pero may mga players na kahit kalaban ko siya, kahit naging teammate ko siya, sabihin ko sa kanya, ikaw, masama yung ugali mo. Sabihin ko, nasusuntok mo ako dati, yun, naging teammate mo ako na. So in a way that I know those ones that are very dirty players and I tell them, like, don't think I don't know. And then minsan, yung mga kalaban mo sa NCAA na mayabang sila saka madumi sila maglaro. Kalaban ko sila rin sa D-League. So that D-League, pwede magbugbog, di ba? Parang katulad So yan ako sila nagbabawi yung ginagawa na NCAA. So bugbog ko sila. Katulad
Sino-sino to? Sino-sino to mga to?
Uy!
Wag na.
Wag na.
Tago natin sa pangalan.
So yeah, ako naman, okay lang naman sa akin kasi sinasabi ko, kinakausap ko naman sila eh. Gago ka, bakit? So alam nila yun. So in a way that, ayoko lang mayabang ng tao tsaka magduduming player. Pag laro ka lang maayos.
Yeah.
Kahit letran, right? Kaibigan ko pa rin yan. Kasi we respect each other. We don't play dirty. You know? Some coach kasi sasabi sa player nila, suntok mo lang yon para mag-away. So, those are the kind of player that I like. When you punch me, you're not gonna get something from me, you know? And then if I meet you in any other league that's less important, like Liga Labas, babawi ako sa'yo. So, in a way that, yeah, the same thing, I'm friendly, and same thing, I'm like not friendly if you're not nice. But if you're nice, we're friends off the court. That's how I play. I respect my opponent as long as he respects.
I heard you're taking masters now?
Yeah.
Where?
Sa Beda rin, MBA.
Sa Beda? Don't you want to study in Ateneo? Then I'll get you for our alumni team.
Basta good mo intuition eh, pwede.
Pwede naman. So yeah, with Ateneo,
manager namin.
With Ateneo naman kasi their classes are like not in San Beda kasi their classes just Saturdays lang.
Saturday.
So mas convenient. So
Nice.
Kasi with with Ola during the NCAA season, so with Ola, usually kasi during the season, we're almost always playing for the championship. So hindi siya pwede masuspend, hindi siya pwede bumawi. Yun. So hinihintay niya yung mga after the season na leagues, mga CCL, mga D-League yan, pagkakataon yan. So kung tinitira mo si Ola nung NCAA season, pagdasal mo hindi kayo magkikita sa off-season.
Maniningil with interest.
Sabi ko, babawi ako sa iyo. Babawi ako sa iyo.
Papaalam pa.
Light.
Maniningil with interest.
Diba?
Okay Ay. Anyway, ito dito.
So you don't
Ikaw,
get
Ola,
mad,
Ola's
get
on a
even.
roll. Ola, why don't you tell us about your earliest childhood, the sports childhood memory? Because I read somewhere you started out as a football player. Tama ba ako? Parang football player as you started out as a football
Yeah.
player.
With me, my first sport that I started playing that I love so much, and I actually played and represent. And I was like 7, 8 then. I represent my local government. It's table tennis, so
Oh.
I enjoy playing
Table
table
tennis?
Yeah.
Ping
Oh,
pong.
nice. Ping
Ping
pong.
pong, yeah. So I enjoy playing ping pong a lot, even before. But kasi with soccer, everybody plays soccer. Soccer is not like an exceptional sport. Like you have to play soccer. Like every day, like people play soccer on the street, people play soccer everywhere. So it's like in the blood. So you don't even count that as a sport. You count it as a lifestyle.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay.
Don't you
yeah.
find the paddle so small?
What is that?
He was
Paddle?
No.
he was 7 years
I
old.
really,
Small?
you should
7 years
see
old
me.
eh.
No, I still play. I play even till now.
Until
I still
now.
play. I even play.
Okay.
In Sambeda, I played like inter competition.
Hmm.
My first year in Beda, I joined the table tennis competition and I won it.
You should have played in the NCAA also.
Sometimes I practice with the guys. They're way better than me because they still have the
Oh,
touch.
yeah.
But
We have national team players.
I have like cause the table tennis kasi there is one that pwede ka magdaya. And that's
Yeah.
like the street one. And pag nagdadaya ka, mahirap yung professional yun sa'yo pag nadaya ka. So in a way that you can cheat, you can not show the ball, you can cover the ball and do some spin on the first serve. So all those stuff, those are the things I learn on the street. So if I'm playing with someone that's a professional guy, I just make those daya. That's how I cope up.
You still play now?
Yeah, I still play. I have my racket like my father here. Like I played in my previous condo, but this condo I am right now, they don't have.
You don't break the
tennis.
ball when you smash?
No.
How do you
I
hold your
really
paddle?
enjoy.
Like this?
Yeah,
Or like
Chinese
just
style,
No, because
it's like
you
it's
you
always
only
hold with
regular.
players of ping pong.
one or two finger pointing out.
Yeah.
Galing
Diba?
So
Gotta
yeah,
break.
with that, so I used to play street. Like it's like people they watch and they gamble on you. So that's like the street. That's how I grew up in the street, like
Wow.
with playing soccer and football. So I enjoyed ping pong because it gave me like extra pocket monies early. I enjoyed it because people give me tips and stuff just playing.
Nice.
So yeah, before basketball came in at all, I've been like playing soccer and I enjoy playing soccer as well. I goalkeep and then I play defensive midfield and I play sometimes fullback. So that's why I joined some of the soccer players in bed. I just play pickup games with them on the field there. So yeah, with
That's why you have
basketball,
good movements.
Yeah.
Because you play soccer.
yeah, the footwork and stuff. So yeah, basketball came when I was like 14, 15 na.
Oh,
Grabe, wala. Ang dami mong sports. Nagpiping-pong, nagsasoccer ka sa bed, swimming, naglalaro ka rin doon. Nagugulat ko sila, bigla ka nagka-butterfly.
swimming, pag
Hindi
talon
ako
niya,
marunong.
pabalik na.
Kalahati na kagad.
Oo nga, nung pag-dive niya, kalahati na ng pula, doon ka na. Okay.
Hirap yung swimming.
Wow.
Galing
Billiards,
So,
you don't play billiards?
Yeah, I just a little. I'm not that good with billiard. Just a little. Dito sa Philippine, ang dami magagaling. Super
Yeah.
dami
Oh yan, si
magagaling.
Bata Reyes. Ngayon, si Farley, si Bata
Hello.
Reyes.
Ayun, si Bata rin, si Farley. Eh, ganun, yung Farley, yung kamot ulo. Farley Bata Reyes.
Yes.
Then
Magaling
you
yan, grabe.
never use the bridge.
World
The tirinit.
champion.
Mm.
Ang haba ng kamay.
Pero feeling ko si Ola would also be good at chess because he likes studying his
Yeah.
diba? You use your mind.
Analytical.
You're analytical eh. So I think that
Yeah,
do you
You play
actually-
chess?
Yeah, I am not really like good competitionally, but for fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It helps
Me
you
for fun, I sleep.
Me for fun, I eat.
For fun.
Good. Grabe. Kung alam ko ganito yung setup, dapat nagbili rin ako ng Samig sa Red Hot.
hindi ka na brief ni Coach
Baka kasi hindi ka namin makontrol eh. Kilala kita eh.
May
Pag
nabibili
nagsimula
ba
ka
kayo,
eh.
Grabe ah.
We're just having
Next
fun.
time.
Man.
No.
Next time,
Yeah,
I
next.
promise. Next
Parang
time.
gusto mo na mag-regular ha?
It's becoming
Nag-a-apply ka ba?
It's becoming a regular occurrence.
Parang
Grabe.
audition ah.
Sana sa Paris, inuman ng Paris.
Ako, memories ko, para saan tayo maabot, ano ba?
Ganun naman
Ako
talaga
kasi
tayo,
nagsuggest
diba?
ng Ang last memory ko kasi volleyball, di ba? Yun ang collegiate career. Ay, high school career. Highlights.
Anong position mo, libero?
No. Nung panahon ko, wala pang libero.
Ibang lib yun, ibang lib.
Iba na yun. There were just 6 players, no liberos, and then the ball was white. And for you to score a point, you have to be the team serving. And
Side
to 15. Side out siya. Ganun ang sport noon. I don't know when it changed.
So,
It changed in the year 2000.
one side serving for 15?
That's
No.
the only time.
You can only win a point.
If
When you're serving.
If you're the one serving.
You change possession.
You get the right to serve.
You get the right to serve. That's the only time you'll be able to score. If you score on your serve.
It was such a longer game.
Yeah,
It was such a
that's
longer
what
game.
they're doing now, right? That's what they're doing.
Well, now it's scoring. Every time you make a point, it's a score.
Yeah.
Before,
Points
whenever
are
you have
up
the
to
ball,
15.
1 to 15 on. So, 1 to 15 game would take something like an hour, 2 hours to through. So,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Saka
Wow,
position.
that's like,
I
hindi ko
did-
alam yun So that's
No.
matagal na yun.
Gary's
Matagal
highly
na.
recruited.
Matagal.
Highly recruited.
Mm.
You just watch our last episode, you will
You will get the story of how he
Highly
was highly
recruited.
recruited.
personally. Huh?
I know. Wait, in fairness nag-tryout ako sa UP team. Muntik na ako mabot. Muntik. Ganong muntik.
Ay, hindi ko nakwento pala yun. Galing mo talaga. Nagka-trial din pala ako kay Coach Joe.
Jolie pa, UP.
Wow.
Nung nag-masters ako doon, eligible pa ako UA
Sino mo
try
kasabay
ako.
mo? Sino kasabay mo nun? Sino big na sabay mo nun? Arroyo.
Javier?
Danny Javier.
Javier ba yun? Medyo...
So,
Ano yan? May bigote?
Hindi.
The beard? Si The Beard?
Javier ata? Sino ba? Basta 1993. 93 ako pumasok ng MBA sa UP 93.
I don't know.
1993.
Dala ako sa college din. Anyways, isa bang iniisip mo? So ako siguro, for this memories ko, college, speaking of UP, so I took up UP, sophomore year ko, mayroon kaming inter-colleges. So, tourism major ako. Kalaban namin sa finals, Spear. It was called Spear. Ano mo yun yung Spear, di ba? Para silang, yun yung course ng mga lahat ng athletes. It's a course for you to get into UP. You don't have to take the UPCAT. You're there via Spear. Yung ganyan. So, iba-ibang athletes yan. So anyway, basta obviously magaling sila lahat. So kami, tourism major lang kami. Umabot kami ng finals. 6th man ako. So we were down by, I think going into the, ang laro po nun, first half, second half. hindi 4 quarters. Grabe. Tsaka yun yung meron
2020.
Tsaka yung meron pag final mo, penalty, pwede mong i-wave yung free throw. Ganun katagal na yung 1986. So anyway, I came off the bench. Kapag kalalagay pala ng 3-point line I promptly hit 3 straight 3-pointers.
Wow.
Oo, kasi nagwawala yung mga dami chicks nagwawala sila.
Janice,
Yun, and then I remember that because I came in, I hit something like 3 straight 3-pointers, and then the rest of the game, mainit ako. I finished something like 17, 18 points, and then helped the team win a championship. So one of my most earlier memorable games. The year after, we were the defending champions, was also memorable because it was the year Richard Gomez came and played for the Mascom team. Yun. So, naglaban kami sa finals. Unfortunately, natalo kami sa finals. Pero wala lang, natawa lang because it was like what Ola said, nakakalaban namin siya. Parang ayabang and whatever. Pero after the game, ang bait. Alam mo yun, parang, uy, gwapo pa. Richard Gomez yan eh. Pero yun, aliw lang because it was very first time yung almost championship lang and then on a competitive level. Ang saya, your whole college crowd was at least was cheering for you. And nakakaaliw lang I miss those games people cheering for you and everything. I never reached the level na kasi Friday na try out for a college team and everything like that. Siyempre, of course, Ola. Sino yun, nakapag-varsity basketball din yan. So, yun, one of my earliest memories and fondest memories of sports there. Short and sweet. Kasi pinaka-memorable kay volleyball talaga eh. Walang tatalo ron.
Highly recruited.
Highly recruited. Catch our previous episode for that.
Coach Noy.
Coach.
Ako kasi kunento ko na last week yung high school sports experiences ko personal. So, kasi after ng high school, wala na. After high school kasi, I stopped everything. No more basketball, no more...
High school coach.
No more swimming. So, ano na lang yun. After college, bigla na lang ako lumobo na. Wala na physical activity, kain na lang. So anyway, for this week, I'm thinking of 2 sports experiences pero as a spectator na. So nung grade 7, I remember very distinctly. I watched my very first NCAA game, college game, championship.
Wow.
San Beda, Mapua, Benny Cheng.
Wow.
So that was my first sports heartbreak.
Sino yung San Beda team nun, Noy?
Boy Beats.
Sila Boy Beats na to.
Boy Beats, Castello.
Merwin?
The one who played in Alaska.
For Alaska.
Yeah,
Merwin
Merwin.
Castello.
Yeah, like we were all celebrating tapos sometime last 5 seconds nag-follow up si Benny Cheng. It's parang, okay, talo.
Aray ko.
So anyway, yung second ko naman na sports memory, medyo mas na ako nito. Matanda na ako nito. Like this happened 14 years ago. So from that heartbreak, very fond memory ko was in 2006. We finally ended 28-year title drought sa San Beda.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and I was lucky during that time. I was part of the coaching staff. Actually, I was recruited by Coach Koy Banal before. Parang we had dinner. I think it was my birthday or something. So anyway, he talked to me and he wanted kasi to chronicle the following season. He was fairly confident that we were gonna win the championship finally after 28 years, and he wanted someone to chronicle it, hopefully write a book about it. Yun. So actually that was how I got into the coaching staff. So akala lang ng mga tao I was there as a coach. Sa totoo lang ako doon. Parang ako lang yung nagte-take down ng notes ko ano mga nangyayari especially on the side of Coach Koy. Like he's very very inspirational kasi yung style niya very motivational, he's very spiritual ganyan. So yun, he just wanted someone to chronicle what was happening during the year. So anyway, nung championship game 3 against PCU, they had Bo Belga, they had Gabi Espinas, they had Jason Castro.
Yeah.
So game 3, pagpasok ng fourth quarter, we were leading by 20. So medyo parang, okay, finally we're gonna win one. Tapos, humabol yung PCU. Na it came down to a last shot from Bo Belga. I was sitting on the base. as coaching staff, punong-puno kasi yung upuan ng ng team, 'di ba? Ola, sobrang dami ng assistant coaches. So yung the other people, they sit kung saan-saan. I was sitting in the baseline with the ball boys. So I had a pretty good view of that bow belga shot. It was straight. It was very straight. So from my point of view, akala ko talaga pumasok. As in, pagkabitaw nakita ko diretso, yumuko na lang ako. Pero pag taas ko ng ulo ko, hawak namin yung bola. Tingin ako sa scoreboard. Lamang kami. Tapos so we Sanbeda hindi pa nag-champion for 28 years. The next thing I knew, people were rushing into the court. Considering na we were pretty much an all-boys school for the longest time. If you look in the stands, you'd see grown men crying. It was that super special. It was super special moment for me, and the fact na I was on the floor, I actually had the thought na actually yung tumira na si Bo Belga, ang thought lang sa utak ko, talo na naman.
Yeah.
And basta right after everyone rushed into the court, and another memory about that was I remember kasi usually yan pag nag-champion, 'di ba? Everyone wants to get into the picture. Pag nag-picture taking, 'di ba? Ang ganda ng pwesto ko. Sobrang ganda ng pwesto ko. Sure ako makikita ako. May tumulak sa akin. Wala ako. Nahulog ako sa floor. Nakalimutan ko eh. Next thing I knew, nasa saig na ako. Natulak ako eh. Wala ako sa picture.
Ay, no. Anong year tuloy?
2006. Ay, sorry. Tama ba? Was it, Ola? Wait, sorry. Ola, what year did you come in?
2009.
Ayan, 2006 was the first championship since 1978 against Ateneo.
Wow.
Closed door yun.
Pwede pala yung ganun ka-recent eh. Iba sagot ko pala dapat. Sige,
Gaya-gaya ka
Yung
na.
question
Part
ko,
3, part 3.
Yung may part 3. Yung question ko, Coach, nasan yung libro?
Hindi namin natuloy eh. Kasi after the season kasi, Coach Koy left.
And then Coach Frankie came in?
Coach Frankie came in. Ola, did you get to play with Pong Escobal? Hindi na, no? Inabutan mo ba si Pong?
Well, I think...
Naglalaro siya ping-pong, pero hindi niya nakalaro ping-pong.
Hindi ko siya inaabot. I think he was already in the PBA when I arrived.
But inabot mo si Sam Ekwe, right?
No.
Hindi rin. Yun inabutan mo, si Sue.
Si Sue.
Yeah. So Daniel, okay. I forgot yung chronology, yung sequence
So it
ng
was
dating.
Sam Ekwe, Sue, and then Ola. Tama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Grabe.
Okay, ano yun?
Ito yung mukha ko pag walang backlight.
Kita. Ola, sandali, flashlightan kita. Ola, hindi kita makita. Ola, nasa ba?
Walang iya. Okay. Pwede to si Ola sa atin. Grabe na.
Grabe yan.
Guys, look.
That's a good story. I mean, iba naman talaga pag, di ba, pag we reminisce. Mas lalo siguro sa amin, Ola, kasi we're a little older. So, kumbaga, we look back farther. No? So it's really the memory.
Ito, Farley.
Nice.
Ako, I'm from Ateneo. All of Ateneo's championship games, whether they won it or they lost it, I was there. Farls. I've never missed one. All the championship clinching ones, or the tatalo, all the heartbreaks for the last game na tanggal, I've always, for chamba ko, I've always been there.
Baka hindi ata.
Even 87, 88, tando na ako noon. 90.
Yung 87, yun nga yung gusto ko kanina banggitin, yung 20 points down sa UE. I was there sa Rizal.
Wow, 87, buhay ka na ba nun, Ola? What year were you born? What do you...
91.
91? Champion na kami sa college. Wala ka pa sa mundo.
Grabe
Napanood na ni Farley ang pagka-champion sa college.
Parang yan yung year na unang beses ko nanood ng NC
91.
Biro mo kinasal na ako, preschool pa lang si Ola.
So talagang mga tito mo kami, Ola. Mga tito mo talaga.
Wala sa ring bearer.
Kaso baka mas matangkad na siya nun sa'yo.
Ako hawak-hawak na.
Okay.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, like I said, lots of really great stories. Reminiscing about our past, the pride of cheering for your home team, the pride of even if it's just for your subdivision, di ba? The pride of wearing that jersey.
Don Antonio
Iba
Spurs.
talaga. Don Antonio Spurs.
Power.
It's really different. It's different.
Alam ko yung village na yun.
So may ano yan, so may Commonwealth.
Commonwealth Avenue.
Yeah, alam ko. Napupunta ako dyan before.
Napupunta siya.
Bakit?
Bisita.
Nakalantari ka.
May mga friends ako dyan.
May mga
Ano ang pangalan
friends.
nila?
Ay, sus!
Huli ka, Balbon.
Huli ka, Balbon. Yun ang magiging segment ni Ola sa atin. Huli ka, Balbon.
Huli ka, Balbon.
Huli ka, Balbon.
Ayun. So yun, that is noong ako ay bata pa, where the titos and Ola look back at our stories from the past. Yun.
Nice. I have a question. Like, like if you want to pick like one NBA player na like complete wise or game wise of the court, like sino yung maging number one all-time NBA player?
Even off the court.
On and off the court.
Yeah,
On and off the court. I don't know if you've heard of him. You probably have. Basketball fan. Julius Erving.
Yeah, of course.
Me. Siya rin sa kanya. Gentleman on and off the court. Skill-wise, he's probably up there top 20, top 30. Not really not like a LeBron or even a Jordan. Pero he's still considered one of the best, di ba? Everyone has their flaws eh.
Cultural icon si Dr. J. Hindi ako lalayo dito. Homer ako, yes. Grant Hill. During his Detroit times.
Grant Hill, no?
Yes.
Damn.
Grant Hill, yeah.
I like he knows basketball then.
Yes.
Yeah. If you love Grant Hill, then you know basketball. He's like he's antalino yung maglaro.
Yes. Yes.
Sabi mo, gago? Talino niya, gago?
Ano si Farley? Umuyo na naman.
Pinoy na Pinoy ka talaga. Ang talino niya, gago.
Ikaw na inintay namin.
Oo nga.
Sige.
Ako siguro sa favorites ko, sa mga favorites ko, naisip ko lang na okay sa off the court, si Penny.
Okay ba siya off the court?
Yeah, I mean, wala akong
maganda yung may mga advokasya siya.
Talaga?
Coach nga siya after sa Memphis. Ang Penny Cheng, gago. Kasi si T-Mac off the court, medyo asshole yun eh. Si Kobe, well, may kaso kasi siya eh. So,
hindi yun, kaya off the court, si Kobe, di ba?
Jordan has issues
Jordan
off the
is
court.
gambling issues. Si Shaq, mayabang.
Although si Shaq okay din sa, off the court. Yung how he is.
Actually, mukhang okay rin si Shaq with his personality.
Parang magkakasundo kami ni Shaq. Siguro si Alvin Patrimonio.
Ikaw, Ola, sino yung...
Ikaw, for you, Ola, sino?
Ako talaga all-time ko si Hakeem Olajuwon.
Nigerian eh.
Parang we look up to that guy, like he's like the god basketball.
Actually, babanggitin ko na yung kanina nung sinabi mo soccer ka eh.
Kasi
Ako din actually. Did you, sorry, I know Nigeria's a big country. Did you ever get a chance to meet him?
Yeah, I met him. Like I've been to Basketball Without Border. He was there. He was there with Mutombo.
Oh my God, Mutombo.
Yeah. Kasama, si Mutombo, ang laki ng paa niya. Like 22. Like 22. Like 22. Yung sapatos ko, sapatos ko size 17 at time. So,
22?
pero sobrang, sapatos niya 22 talaga mismo. Akala ko joke lang. Kaya lang. Basketball shoe niya 22. Parang,
My
like, di ba yung kay Shaq,
Pare.
malaki siya. Yung kay Shaq, malaki. Yung sa kanya, mahaba. So,
my
sobrang
God.
mahaba yan. Like, it's not as big, like, with white, like yung kay Shaq.
Yeah,
Pero sa
yeah,
kanya,
yeah.
like, it's like super long. I put my shoe beside his shoe. It's so big. Difference malaki. My God. Malupit. Matangkad.
Mutombo is from Congo?
Congo, yeah.
Congo.
Congo siya, Congo. Tama.
Ola, di ba you know the GM of the Raptors, si Masai Ujiri?
Si
Masai
Masai,
Ujiri?
yeah.
Di ba,
Si
right?
Masai, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
on some personal level?
Yeah. He's one of the reasons why I went to Beda. He's the one they contact. Yeah, like cause they have this academy they run back home. It's called Giants of Africa. So he's co-owner Godwin Owinje and Masai Ujiri. They both like one of the pioneer of that foundation, of that camp. So
Nice.
So whatever goes through, any player that goes through that camp, wherever he's going, they know about it. So when I went here, I talked to him. So he was like, even
with ice.
when I was already with Sambeda, and we went to the States. And this was LA Denver series. He was still in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Western Conference semi-final or Western Conference final, Denver Lakers.
Melo?
So, yeah, Melo with Gallinari was already there also.
Gallinari?
Yeah, they were in the Western Conference final with LA or semi.
Baka semis.
So that year. So that was my first.
I
That was my first NCAA year. So we were in the States with Ronnie Maxano. So during the series, he invited me over to watch the game. Pero they wanted me to like stay and play for Loyola Marymount instead of me going back to play for Beda.
Loyola Marymount.
Yeah.
Gathers Pokeball.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I stopped talking to them is because of that. So because they've been trying to bring me to the state before. So I got like this scholarship to play in Finley Prep, to play in Boston Trinity Academy. So they've been trying to get me over. So I couldn't secure my visa because my dad is not doesn't want me to go to the States. So, but we still keep contact because they brought me to Basketball Without Borders. They brought me to their camps. So there's a lot of coaches that was interested then. So when I went to the Philippines, Bill Beno contacted him for some Beda. So they asked me if I wanted to go to Beda, but the initial plan was I could use that to finish to have like a leverage to play in the States. But when I get to Beda, it's just different. I got they took care of me. It's like not just school anymore. It's like a community with people that you already attached to. So when they asked me to, and that was the same year we were having problem with one of our players, which is Julius Armand. So we were having problem with him.
Mm-hmm.
So and that was the time that they wanted me to they even came to our practice facility. There was this coach that I already met before that been trying to bring me to the state. His name is Michael Score. He's one of the assistant coach for Loyola Marymount that time, and he wanted to get me so bad to play for Loyola Marymount that year, with money involved. So yeah, but it's like I am gonna go and start residency for like a year or 2 years, and then to be able to play in the NCAA. And I already served like a residency here in the Philippines, so I didn't choose that option. So a little bit, they get mad at me and stuff like that. But all that, I still get to live my life and make my own decisions.
Nice.
That's
Good decision, Ola.
So Matai is like really close, and yeah, if I when they won, I messaged him, I congratulated him. And that's it. We have like mutual understanding, but I have my own path that I choose. That's not pleasing to them. So, but that's still my choice.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is such a
Galing.
good story.
Kasama natin sa ano yan.
Sama nila lang yan.
Sasama
Chief,
na.
pass.
Yan, sa
Government.
gitna.
Isingit mo na lang
We'll put
siguro.
that in.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks,
put that
Ola.
story in. That's a very good story.
No, yeah.
As a clue, I have one question in our game. If you were listening to his story, it's in my question.
Hello.
Allah.
Rewind.
Ola, can you repeat your story?
Nakikinig eh.
Ang galing yan. When he was telling the story, question ko yun. Tuwa.
Nice.
So see, I did my homework. Di ba?
Okay. Alright. So ang topic natin for this week, as nakikita nyo dyan sa screen, it is Tara, Laro Tayo, Imports Edition. Okay. So mga sportito, tara, laro na tayo.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
So this game is about imports, not basta imports in general. So it can range from Pinoy na nag-import somewhere or foreign athletes like Ola, PBA, and even coaches.
Wow.
So sayang din, nag-spend 30 minutes yesterday. Pinaghirapan ko to kahapon, storbo sa panonood ng NBA to kagabi. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Sample question na lang number 1.
Ay,
ka lang.
Question 1.
Oh, wait lang, Gar. Mag-go ka muna, ha?
Mag-go ako. Go.
Okay. Sige. Mag-go siya.
Ita-type mo yung go?
Hindi
Hindi na ita-type. Sabihin niya lang. Okay.
Question number 1. Sam Ekwe, considered to be the yardstick of players in the NCAA, won Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season. What year did he win? A, 2005, B, 2006, C, 2007, and D, 2008. Go. Ola, nandiyan ka ba? Ola?
Nandito ako.
Naabutan mo ba si Sam Ekwe?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Kwento niya kanina, hindi ka nakikinig.
Hindi, alam ko. At kino-confirm ko na. Sabi nyo kasi usapin ko kayo naman talaga. Okay. So I'm sure you had Sam Ekwe was one of the very first naging famous NCAA ano pangalan nito? Foreign players, no? So it was, did you have a hard time, would you say, living up to his shoes? Or were people comparing you to him early on?
Yeah, the after him was Sudan. So when I came in, the comparison was between Sudan and me.
Sudan and you.
Yeah, not much on the Ekwe side, but
okay.
So since I just have people just say that I have combination of Ekwe's and Sudan's game.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, because of the movement and stuff.
Yeah.
So
because I remember Sudan was more of a small forward type face to the basket, right? Like you and Sam were more back to the basket centers talaga. So I think, and then you guys, tama ka, mas ano ka nung dalawa, combination ng dalawa. Mas all around ka.
So you're
all around.
Uy, okay na nickname ah. All around. All right, answer guys.
Yeah?
Nanig ba kayo sa story ako kanina?
And click, sorry B, 2006.
Yan. Record
Kwento ko
mo.
kanina eh.
So everyone got it? Tama ba? Pwede ko sabihin yun, no?
Pwede naman sabihin. Order na lang yung hindi.
Kaya susulat ko lang ha, man. Walang writing.
Oo.
Ano, 5-4-3 pa rin?
5
Yes,
points
5-4-3.
pa rin.
Okay, next.
Ulats ako dito. Wala akong alam sa imports gano'n.
Hindi, nakasagot ka eh.
Kasi nakita
Question
ko.
number 2.
Nakita namin yung sagot kanina.
Third Ravenna is going to Japan to play ball as an import. What team in Japan will he play for?
What?
A. The Chiba Jets.
Alam ni Farley.
B. The Shiga Lake Stars. The C. San and Neo Phoenix. And the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Go! Ikaw, Ola, have you met? I'm sure you've met 3D.
Yeah.
How do you think he'll do as an foreign import in
Ako
Japan?
sure. Hindi ako sure dyan.
O din.
I think as
How
an
do you think?
import,
Mm.
it depends on the position he's going to be playing there.
Mm.
Because
Go ahead.
it depends on what position he's going to be playing there. So for me, if he plays like a slasher, like a 3, or like from guard, play point guard and 3. I think that would give him an advantage. But shooting guard position is not really like a knockdown shooter. He's a creator and he likes to attack the basket more. So I think if you play as a point guard, but in Japan, most of the players there, they have a lot of point guards. But if they play him as a point guard, it will give him advantage over the guards there.
Nice.
But his game is not like a shooter. Yes, he can play 3 and 1.
Okay. All right. And so, with that in mind, what team will you play for? The answer is C, the San and Neo Phoenix. Let's see sino nakatama.
Sabi ko ni.
Mukhang
Na
si
naman,
Ray lang,
dalawang pinagpilian ko, mali.
Mukhang si
Pag mali yung sagot, walang score, no?
0-0. Yes.
Okay.
Ano yan? Naku, may connection.
Kayong dalawa, 0.
may trash talk ka. May trash talk ka.
Okay. Our next question. Who is this American who coached Shell in the PBA, who famously benched #1 overall draft pick Rich Alvarez in his first game as a pro? Okay? Napanood ko to ng live. Sinisigawan siya ng mga quote ng mga tao. Pasok niyo si Alvarez! Pasok niyo si Alvarez!
Alam ko na yung answer. Alam ko na yung sagot.
A. John Moran. B. Bill Bano. C. Todd Purvis. And D. Paul Wolpert.
Alam ko na yung sagot.
Alam niya.
Walang go.
Mamaya,
Walang
wala,
go.
huwag ka sumagot. Tinan mo nga.
Walang
Ay,
go.
Go! Sorry. My bad.
Reset.
May
Antay ako ng go eh.
Hindi. Sorry. Na-excite ako eh.
Kala ko yung rookie ng Grizzlies yung A eh. Si John Moran.
Kala ko nga si Pia eh. Anak ni Pia.
Teka, ba't wala lumabas sa chat ko?
Huh?
Ayun.
At least in order lalabas yan. Ito ano mangyari.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead, boys. Sorry.
Sige lang,
I'm just
okay lang.
checking.
No problem.
And the answer is
Ay, nako.
John Moran.
Mali ako.
Kunwari ka pa.
Totoo mali ako. Na-realize ko nung pagka-enter ko eh. Si Bill Bano
John
pala sa Talk and
Moran.
Tech.
So how come, tama ba yung sagot, Ola? Did you get the correct answer?
No.
Oh,
Naisip namin pareho si Bill Bano eh.
Ikaw, Chief, tama ka?
Hindi.
John Moran.
Chief Joel,
John
tama
Moran.
ka?
Hindi ko sasabihin.
Secret.
Magaling yan. Rookie ng Memphis yan.
Okay. John Moran yun.
Asawa ni Pia to eh.
Body language.
Next
Next
na tayo,
question.
baka kung anong pangalan masabi natin.
Next question. Ay, nako.
Hindi
Question
mo na
number
tinanong
4.
si Ola kanina.
Kasi sabi na alam niya yung sagot eh. Kaya akala ko yun eh. Mali eh. Kita ko.
Ulitin mo na lang yung pagsama ng question number 4 kasi ginulo kita game.
Okay lang. Question number 4. Karim Abdul. Oh. Play, ay, babo. Relax. Karim Abdul played for the USD Growling Tigers in 2000 to 2014. Apparently, he also played goalkeeper for another team. What team was this? A, the USD football team. B, Dolphins United FC. The Nomads rugby team. Or D, Ceres FC. Ganyan ang pakiramdam ko, Joel, pag nagtatanong ka ng mga question. Go!
Go. Yung timer mo.
Nag-go. Kailangan. Ikaw, Ola, did anybody come up to you and ask you to play in any of their club teams here as a football player?
Wala.
Wala. Ano lang, pastime lang talaga.
Yeah. Pastime na. Kasi football kasi, you have to really be in condition just to avoid injury, you know. So you have to be in shape. If you're not in shape, any movement you can easily get injured, like ankle sprain or pull an hamstring. So your muscle has to be ready for it. So with soccer, you cannot play it competitively if you don't practice it every now and then. But if you're just playing for fun, yeah, I could play, and I have to stretch. You have to stretch properly, because that's why people get injured with soccer if they're not like used to it. Because with you kicking the ball, it has to do with muscle memory also. Because if your muscles are not ready for it, mabibiglaan sila. And soccer is, yeah. So me, I don't want to have any injury that will affect me from playing basketball. So that's why I really avoid soccer.
Pero grabe, no? Ako personally, kuwari ikaw yung goalkeeper, paano ako makakascore sa'yo, di ba? 6'7", 6'8",
May disadvantage din naman yung matangkad ng goal.
Maraming holes eh.
Rolling.
Disadvantage nila is if the ball is on the floor.
Low.
The other way around. Pagpapaba. Yan ang sakit namin mga tito eh. Mahirap yumuko.
If you in between. If you're that tall, your attention should be focusing on the floor, because you can get up and get the
what's on top.
The eyeballs.
Nice.
So yeah.
Mali na naman.
All right. Anyways, next, Ola. And the answer is Dolphins United FC.
Yun yung isa kong iniisip eh.
Yan din ang hula ako. Pinalitan ko na naman.
Nomads ako. Wala tayong masasagot dito.
In Dolphins United, ang ano dito, mang trivia pa isa ito, Dolphins United team was founded by PCU, kaya Dolphins.
Kaya umiwas ako. Kasi parang, bakit siya sasali
isa pang
sa
trivia
PCU?
nyo. May pa-trivia pa ako. Ikaw kasi, Chief, pinirapan mo kami yan. Score update!
Dalawa pa lang tinatama
Dalawa
ako.
pa lang din ako.
Ako rin eh.
Alright.
Dikit to. Kung dalawa tayo pareho-pareho.
Leading the way so far, leading the way in third place with 7 points is Mr. Pasabog. In second place with 9 points, Coach Noy. And leading by 1 point with 10 points is Chief Joel. So it's 10, 9, and 7. Still anybody's ball game.
Anybody's ball game.
Cardiac ball game.
Parang magulo ngayon yung Mego ah.
Next question. What do PBA players Donald Williams, Rashad McCants, David Noel, and Justin Watts have in common? A, they played for Duke University. B, they played for the US NCAA championships. They won pala. They played for Talk and Text. And D, they played for North Carolina Tar Heels. Go!
Grabe yung mga trick question mo ha. Ang dami pwede pag-isipan. Oo, ang dami pwede pag-isipan.
Timer.
Sorry.
May sayaw.
Hindi ko na napadala ko. Paano ko nalaman?
Pag nakita mo dun sa listahan ng mga sinagot mo.
Sagot mo. May tanong ka kay Ola?
Fifth ba to? Fifth?
Wala. Well, sorry, Ola. Nakalimutan magtanong. Excited ako.
Fifth ba to? Fifth?
Fifth.
Sa US NCAA, Ola, may college ka ba? Is there a particular college team that you follow? Kasi Loyola Marymount, I don't know if you've heard about it. It's one of the more famous teams.
Yeah,
He was being
not-
recruited.
Because of Hank Gathers and
He was
Kim.
being recruited by Loyola.
Yeah, I know he was being recruited. But for here, any other college team na sinusundan mo? Because I don't know, you have friends there or something?
Yeah. I have a couple of friends in the NCAA Division 1. So I don't really follow team. I just enjoy it na lang. Yeah, like I just watch the match madness, like whoever is winning. I don't really follow it but my friends that are playing, I support them naman.
Nice.
So yeah, but the teams that made it to the championship game, that's what I watch. And recently they've been underdogs that make it all the way.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be just Duke, Kentucky,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of teams that was breaking in every now and then, but it's still always Duke, North Carolina,
Yeah.
and Kentucky.
Oh, UK, no?
They've been they've been dominating.
All right. Okay. And actually, trick question to. There are two answers. I hope tinamaan nyo kahit isa sa kanila.
Sana naman.
And the answers are B and D.
Anak ng waiting naman.
Sabi ko na, North Carolina eh. Tama.
They all played for North Carolina and they all won NCAA championships.
UNC pala si ano.
Were they all on the same team? No naman.
No. They're all, so these are four. Ang magkakampi is hiwalay-hiwalay siya. Justin Watts.
Ay.
Justin Jackson nasa Sacramento yun, di ba?
Oo nga. Di ba si Justin Jackson yung dulo?
Justin Watts.
Napakamalas ko naman.
Basta ang naalala ko lang si David Noel at si Rashad McCants naglaro ng North Carolina. Kaya yun ang hula ko.
Ba, yan na.
Ang hula ko si, nagkamali ako ng pindot. Napindot ko A, mali pa rin. Pakamalas naman.
Ay,
Grabe yung ads mo eh. From 25% naging 1 out of 3, 33%. Magtalo pa din.
Okay. Next question. This is 6. 3 more to go. Two-time UAAP champion Ben Imbala is currently playing for a French team. Europe now playing for a French team. What is that team? CSP Limoges. Tama ba? Wala pag-pronounce ko. Fuerza Regia, Real Madrid, or Coral Ruane. There. How about you all? Have people been Have people been coming to you play for Europe or something? May umaalok ba sa'yo?
Yeah, for right now, the European options, just weighing the options lang.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
there's offers right now.
But there is, but because of the pandemic, the decision has been because of the travel.
But is that something you're entertaining if ever in the future?
Even at present, like if
Mm-hmm.
you just have the opportunity to play, why not?
Why not?
So
Really?
yeah, so part of always keep the options open.
Nice.
Sama mo ako
Para matutuloy pa rin ni Coach Noy na he's still going to watch your games.
All right. And the answer is, may clue na nga ako, nagkamali nga ako ng basa eh.
Yun na nga eh. Dapat
French.
Yeah.
CSP Limoges. How would you pronounce it?
Limoges.
CSP na lang. CSP.
Mali ako ng sagot.
Ha?
Mali ako.
Mali kayo ng
Bakit?
sagot. Oo nga.
Mali
Okay.
na tayo.
Next question. Down to our last two questions. Jai Reyes played for two ABL teams as an import, as the Asian Basketball League. He was given a nickname because of his scoring skills for one of these teams. Okay? What was this moniker? A. Bangkok Dangerous. B. Saigon Sniper. C. Bangkok Mamba. Or D. Saigon Shooter. Go! Wala, sorry. Have you ever Sa ABL nakapaglaro ka? Sa Asian Basketball
no.
League? Nakalaro ka?
No. Kasi,
No rin.
with the ABL, I have to, every week in and out, I have to get visa. Yeah.
But may mga umalok, may nag-alok na rin sa'yo. So we're one of the teams were getting you also?
Dito sa Philippines. There was a team they set up before Alab, the MX3 something. Yeah, the one that Sila was involved, and then they all pull out. So and then when they pull out, I think that's when Alab took this.
Okay.
Buhay.
So, the answer.
Nako.
Ganda nga ng tanong ko na to eh. The answer is
Dulo.
Kitatawa.
Bangkok Mamba.
The Bangkok Mamba.
Sabi na yun yung totoong sagot.
Here's the trivia. Jai played for the Bangkok Cobras in Saigon Heat. He was given that nickname by his head coach who happened to be the dad of Kobe Bryant, Joe Jellybean Bryant.
Wow.
Yan ang trivia.
Wow.
Pangit ng laro na to. Scrap na natin yung portion na to. Scrap na to. Si Ola na lang dito sa third segment.
Next week ba si Gary pa rin gagawa?
Gary pa rin. Buong buwan. Buong buwan.
Boycott.
Sabi niyo, pahirapan ko eh. Last.
Next week may bago na akong show.
And well, if you were listening to Ola's story earlier, participating in Basketball Without Borders, Ola met his former PBA coach who connected him to Coach Frankie Lim. Who was this coach? A. Chot Reyes, B. Bill Bano, C. Mark Dickel, and D. Paul Wolpert. Binanggit niya kanina yan if you were listening. Go!
Alam mo, kung hindi nagkwento si Ola, tapos tinanong mo, ako lang makakasagot nito eh.
Oo nga, may inside.
Alam ko tong kwento na to eh.
Buti na lang kwento niya. Di ba?
Kasi ever since Coach Frankie had the connection with Bill Bano, like our recruits usually, may time before na we were getting players from Coach Bill Bano.
Yun.
So
yung timer.
Ay, may na, tapos sinagot yun eh.
Skip mo na to the
Okay.
Walang kwenta.
And the answer is, of course, Bill Bano.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ola oh.
Yun oh.
Yun oh.
Ola oh.
Of course. Okay. And totaling the total scores.
Totaling the total.
Totaling the total.
Walang kwentang laro.
Carly, welcome to my world.
Pero hindi na natin pwede sabihin na may may delay.
Canada, ito yung may delay, Quezon City.
Muntik ka na masyado to second round, Carly.
Ako rin, muntik na. Nakatama lang ako na huli.
Alright. Now, to total the scores with third place with 10 points, Mr. Pasabog. With 14 points, Coach Noy. And leading the way with 20 points is Coach Chief Joel. Yari kayo.
Parang may conspiracy theory
Ako?
Ay, hindi, wala.
Bonus.
Wag kayong mag-alala. Last time na natin mag-game.
Bonus question. Ito, masaya tong question na to. Maiba. Michael Young, Benny Anders, Alvin Franklin all played in the PBA's imports. In college, they played for the Houston Cougars and when were part of what flying fraternity? The Delta Dunkers, the Alpha Flyers, the Mile High Club, or Phi Slamma Jamma?
D.
How about this, Ola? Do you know this answer?
No.
No.
Di nga namin kilala yung mga player na yun eh.
But you should know this, Ola, because this fraternity was started by Hakim
Olajuwon.
Yes.
Clyde Drexler and Ola were all part of this Houston team.
Ginawang bonus lang yan.
Adagdagan mo lang yung score ni ni Bisdak, wag na.
So sayang, this team was very, they called themselves Phi Slamma Jamma. They were all high flyers. Ironically, in the championship game in 1983, they lost by 2 points on a dunk by the opposing team. The only dunk in the entire game. At halo sila. Buzzer beater pa. To give North Carolina State. NC State. NC State. They lost. Yun nga, last beater. Ano yun? Slam dunk. Follow-up dunk on the buzzer. Follow-up. Yun ang ating game.
Arma.
Chief, tapos na ako.
Nice.
Nice. So,
tapos ka na, bumalik ka sa pinanggalingan mo.
Galing, pinag-isipo ko yung mga questions na yan.
Oh, actually, that's parang, medyo, Gary, nakukuha mo yung
alam mo, ang nagiging corny dyan, nagiging game of chance. Hulaan na lang.
Oo nga. Ano ba naman yan? Walang skill.
Kasi last time, pabilisan eh. Hindi, kaya last time pabilisan, kaya lagi ako talo sa pabilisan eh. Bidili.
Basta ang target ko lang ngayon, wag ako maglalas.
Pero yun yung natin, kung sino yung maglalas,
siya yung kahit anong mangyari,
magiging master ng next month.
Si Ola kasi, I wanted to put sana more trivia in the questions kung Ola eh. Pero Ola, wala ka pang Wikipedia page, wala pang gumagawa.
Yeah.
Gawa ka, gawa mo ng Wikipedia page si Ola.
Oo nga.
All of this is college stats.
Oo nga.
Tanongin na natin si Ola doon sa mga personal questions. Ang kukorne nyo eh.
Talo ka lang eh.
Talo ka lang.
Hindi kami gagawa ng Wikipedia ni Ola, gagawa kami sariling show namin. Pampalit dun sa third segment. May buta sa natin sa story
may title na kasi nyo, Noy. Noyola.
Kami?
Noyola News.
all around and know it all.
Nice.
Parley, gusto mo sumama? Gusto mo sumama sa show namin? Ano pa gagawin natin?
Okay, at yan ang unang Tara Laro Tayo for the month of October.
Last na yan.
Sino kaya mananalo this month?
Ikaw.
Sino kaya ang magkaka-consequence?
Basta tandaan nyo, kahit anong mangyari, pinakamasama ko na bronze.
Abangan nyo yan mga kalaro at the end of the month para malalaman nyo yung sagot. At ngayon, bago tayo tuloy magpaalam, we just want to thank our guest once again. Ola, for gracing the show tonight. Ola, maybe you'd like to greet all your fans.
In French.
And promote your new show, Laro-Laro lang.
Yeah.
Hi guys, hi everyone that's watching. Hope you guys are enjoying. You guys are having fun. Kulang lang yung wala yung Red Horse na yan.
Next time.
Next time.
Yes, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Stay healthy, stay safe. Love you guys.
All right. So yun. Okay, there you go. And it's now time for our parting shots. We begin with Mr. Excited, Gary Villanueva.
Well, thank you. And Ola, maraming salamat sa pag-guest sa amin. Maraming salamat sa pagtiyaga at nakikitawa ka sa mga tito jokes namin. Thank you very much. And thank you for flashing us earlier. It woke us up. Anyway, maraming salamat sa lahat na nanonood at nakikinig sa amin. 10 episodes na kami. Would you have imagined 10 episodes na kami? And anyway, again from Canada, signing off for now. See you next week. Gary saying hi and goodbye.
And next, we have Coach Miron, Noy, Africa.
Alam ko naman, Ola, wala kang choice kundi mag-guest dito. Pero maraming salamat sa pag-accept ng aming invitation to guest in our show. It's been a pleasure to hear you speak about your experiences in college and how you embraced the culture of the Filipino. So yun, for everybody, thank you for watching and huwag masyadong seryosohin, laro-laro lang.
And of course, Mr. Pasabog, Farley Aguila.
Thank you very much, Ola.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good thing you're not half Spanish. Otherwise, I will greet you Ola, Huh?
Oh my God, may pahabol pa. May pahabol pang Tito Joki.
Yeah, so thank you. Gracias. Gracias, Ola. Not Ola, ha? Gracias, Ola.
Oh my gosh.
That's Ola, not Ola. Okay? Thank you very much sa mga nanonood. Sabi nga ni Mr. Excited, 10 episodes na kami. Ito yung bago kinaiinggitan na show online. Laro-laro lang.
Okay.
Hindi ko alam ba't sila naiinggit.
Okay. At ako naman, si Miss Doc Joel Parcon. Again, from the Cebuano, daghang salamat, Ola, sa pag-guest dito sa show namin. Yun. At sinasabi ko na kung ako nga nahihirapan sa buhay ng pagiging isang estudyante, paano pa kaya ang isang student athlete na nagbabalance ng time between academics and sports? Tapos dagdagan mo pa yon ng another layer of being a foreign student athlete. Not only do you need to balance academics and sports, but you have to integrate yourself, or you have to learn about the culture of the land where you're in, no? At I think Ola has been a good example of a good foreign student athlete, no? Gumraduate siya sa kanyang course. He's taking up his MBA right now. Nagdala siya ng maraming championship para sa San Beda at napamahal na rin sa kanya ang Pilipinas. Okay, once again, thank you so much, Ola. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence for tonight's show. No? Yun. So, guys, mga kalaro, who knows, maybe in the future kukunin namin ulit na guest si Ola. Who knows, baka maging regular na rin siya dito sa amin. No?
Malamang nito,
abangan niya yan.
Malamang nito, mga 10 na tayo sa susunod. Ang dami
Yun.
nag-a-apply.
Ang dami nag-a-apply. So guys, kayo,
Mag-apply din kayo.
Mag-apply din kayo. Abangan nyo yan. I-like nyo yung page. Follow nyo yung page para makareceive kayo ng updates sa amin tuwing naglalabas kami ng
Alam
content.
mo, para makapag-apply.
Kung gusto nyo rin mag-apply, apply lang kayo, no? Okay,
Pero mataas yung standard nito, ha? Tandaan nyo.
mataas yung stand. Nakikita nyo naman yung mga nag-a-apply sa amin, no? Mga coach, mga legends. Ito, mga exemplary college athletes.
Students and
Yun.
athletes.
Yun yung standards namin, no?
Yes.
Samantalang kami. Okay. O yun, bago ako
Sino ka ba?
magpaalam.
Sino ka ba? Ikaw, sino ka? Ikaw. Kayong tatlo kayo na nandyan. Sino ba kayo?
Kaya nga taas eh.
Oo. Mataas ang tingin.
Bawal mababa.
Bago ako magpaalam, yun, shoutout ko lang kay pareng Carlo Espiritu. Isa sa ating mga bagong taga-subaybay. Makikita nyo next week, sa show namin next week kung bakit ko siya shoutout. Okay, anyway guys, mga kalaro, these are your Sportitos signing out.